feel like I'm losing a lash. Can everybody hear me? I hope so. Hello, hello, everybody. It's this Chan with Listening Lotus coming back to you with another live. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy freaking Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Today is such a very joyous day and also a Memorial Day for the people that do no longer have their matriarch with them. Okay. Just gonna jump right in, see what's gonna come out, see what's coming out for this loving mother energy that is just like been upon us the entire day. And then we just gonna get on up out of here. I just really just wanted to check in with y'all, okay? I go live on Sundays, and so that is that. This Sunday just so happened to be Mother's Day, so thank you for coming. I appreciate you for coming. And in the meantime, between time, we just gonna whatever come out, child. Whatever come out. How is everybody doing? All the information on how to reach me when it comes down to either my website or my text number. Hopefully y'all can reach this or see this, but you will also be able to text me if you choose to. And so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. I might have to close my window. Okay. So off the bat, today was very quiet more than anything else. Very quiet, very still, very a lot of reflective energy for sure. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Because okay. I had literally just rushed in here. I didn't rush, but I rushed enough. So let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out. Okay, we have light. It says light dispels darkness and to keep your inner light shining. So giving people, the ring camera, giving people the opportunity to really go ahead and adjust to the darkness within them, but also acknowledge the light that's also within you. Thank you all for coming. Hi, thank you, welcome. Let's go ahead and just keep on going. If you have any questions, hello, Gabriella, how are you? If y'all have questions, I could try to wait for the end, but I'm really just doing what the current energy is. Happy Mother's Day. Hello. Am I doing that right? Cassandra. Cassandra. I don't want to butcher y'all last name, so please bear with me, okay? But thank you for coming. Very much so appreciate you. And if you are having your mother here on this earthly plane, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you all. If you have mothers that transition or whatever, light them candles for them, okay? Talk to them. I got mine right here on the side of me, okay? Got an altar put up. Now let's go ahead and see. So definitely could be going through a full moon moment, really having emotions being high, especially on a day like today or whatever. Let's just keep it a being, okay? But also releasing and going through different realizations as to where that energy could but definitely be coming from, okay? And just really coming from more of a positive light with the light card, because that was the first card that came out, making sure that other people, because y'all just not coming in, so let me go ahead and bring y'all up to date. But yes, light was the first card or whatever, keeping everything on a positive note, but as well as you're in this turmoil or these heightened emotion times or whatever, just really addressing or being aware of where that energy is coming from, and really just allowing yourself to really feel your shit. Like, it's okay. Oh, thank you. Hi, am I saying that right? Beckett, Beckett. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but thank you for coming. And really, a lot, and okay, because the mother energy is definitely coming through. Really, just taking your time to assess, being appreciative of the light that maybe, not even maybe, the light that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a mom, but it could be a mother figure that you definitely felt that connection with, that really gave you some type of nurturing where you learned lessons and you're just very grateful and really just acknowledging the energy as a whole, whether again, like I said, if they are here or if they aren't, as far as on this dimension. Okay. So really just shout outs to them. Just trying to give the women they flowers. Okay. Simple as that. Let's see what else that we have. I know I had dropped one. I hate when they do that, y'all, but y'all done probably seen from other readers as well as myself, like these cards just do what they want to do. Give me 1 second. Okay. What y'all, today ain't the day for this. But we could talk about it. But today, what y'all on? What is y'all on? Anyway, we have a twin flame energy that is popping up. And honestly, twin flame energy or whatever could also be in regards to your parents, specifically your mother and the mother energy that is going on primarily for today. Because sometimes those are also twin flame journeys, okay? Sometimes when it comes to even your own parents or whatever, they come in to literally give you a lesson. You're supposed to learn several things from them, but maybe y'all might be a little bit estranged even on a day like today or whatever, and you'd be like, okay, well, guess what? I appreciate what you did, but we can't stay no further no longer. Okay. So that's always something to keep in mind. As well as maybe even acknowledging the fact that where you're at too, as the collective energy or whatever, you could be more in a teaching state where you are teaching a lot of your different lessons that you have learned when you are coming through. Basically, I like to look at this sometimes like a kundalini experience, but just having a full realization of just like more so of a better understanding of who you are, both male or female, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So let's keep going. How do you say your name? Kanandra? Kanada? I apologize. Kanada, can you tell me please? I don't know what I'm telling you, honey. Oh, okay, maybe that's what he asked about. Okay, twin flame affair. Potentially it could be some little sneaking around going on. Unfortunately, why y'all want to do this on Mama's Day? This is Mama's Day energy. Or it could be something going on with one of y'all mamas. I'm not laughing like that, but I'm just, y'all will figure it out. Anyway, potentially some sneaking around going on, some secret love going on, especially with a twin flame union, okay? Which, I mean, that's honestly to be expected. I really didn't expect this to come out though on today like today, but honestly, we just going off of the energy. Simple as that. I don't know what you want me to tell you. If you respond, maybe. Depends on what it is. And just to keep in mind also, people, like I do more of oracle reads, and so with that being said and done, I do not do too much with the tarot. I'm transitioning, if that makes sense. Can I read for you? If anybody would like a reading, you can always go, there is a text number that should be in the thread that you can reach out, and it will definitely, you can be able to schedule. And I got availability, like I might even do some like shortly after this read, but right now I'm just doing for the collective energy. So if you would like to reach out to me, just text me on that text number and I'll definitely get back with you. Definitely get back with you. That's no problem. Um, some nerd guy. That's cool. I like that. That's a cool name. Can you tell me, please? I don't know. Hi. I don't know what you want me to tell you, honey. Can y'all give me a thumbs up that you can hear me? I would really appreciate that because sometimes I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing. But yes, overall with this energy or whatever, really just acknowledging emotions being high right now and really just acknowledging that the emotions are high and just really just allowing yourself to ride the wave out. It's definitely okay. Definitely okay. All right. Let's see if there's anything that needs to be addressed per usual. Okay. And it says to choose with love. Can y'all see that? I hope so. My little ring camera. It says to choose with love, okay? It says love is the most powerful source, okay? Choose love over fear and your life will transform. So maybe there is a certain situation that you needed to reconcile with, or a certain decision that needs to be made, especially with this twin flame union stuff that is coming on. Like, baby child, what y'all got going on Mother's Day? This is really crazy. But yes, a potential with an affair and twin flame energy, okay? But it does feel like you already had either went through this energy in a sense or whatever, because the lesson has been learned, and you're really just coming on the other side of it where you're just like, okay, well, you know what, I realize why I'm being emotional right now, why I feel this way. But a lot of this or whatever, honestly, you can, love's gonna always win. Simple as that. Love's gonna always win. Hi Raphael, how are you? How are you? Hello to everybody here. I appreciate you. Especially on a day like today, love always wins and always conquers. I think that's one of the main things that we learn from our mothers, you know, different ways to love or how to be loved. Some of us weren't loved as much as we would have liked to, but guess what? At the end of the day, they are still just human beings trying to figure out their human experience while trying to raise humans. So do with that what you will. Um, well, let's see what else is definitely coming up to mind. I want to also, let me see. Yes, anybody that would like a read, I definitely can get around to it. Hi. I definitely, oh, Nestor, hello. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that I'm actually responding to everybody. And we're going to have to cut this short anyway. My phone is doing what it does best. Okay, use your intuition when it comes to this situation, okay? Period. At the end of the day, it says God will find a way, as it always does. Again, fill in the blank as to what that word is. It don't have to be God, spirit, God's ancestors, spirit, source, whatever. But at the end of the day, using your intuition is what is key, okay? It says, "And to one who can offer my all decisions to you, let me trust, always knowing, guide me into the right directions. May I always remember that if it's something meant to be out of no way, God will make a way." Simple as that. Fill in the blank as to what that means, okay? But most importantly, using your intuition, your intuitive nudges as to what this situation is. But most importantly, is to choose out of love. If you already are sensing that this is basically what is going on and taking place, okay, then 9 times out of 10, that's probably what's going on. But definitely make sure that whatever decision that you do choose to make moving forward, whatever that is, always going to be out of love, most importantly, okay? So even when it does come across, especially with it being a twin flame journey that you could be potentially going on with somebody or whatever, at the end of the day, like, that was going to disperse on its own in its own time and anyway. So that is also another reason why this full moment card or full moon moment card came up, where you've learned the lesson and now it's time to basically move on. Simple as that. Okay. Short, sweet, simple. I want to see what else we got going on or anything else that they have as far as encouraging words. Seeing if there's anybody else coming in. Appreciate you guys for coming. I really do appreciate it. This is probably like my third live, so I'm really ecstatic. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all because I be so like, I be having the jitters, but I make myself, so it's okay. It is okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. And most importantly, another good thing, especially now that you have learned the lesson from this journey with this twin flame, is to create boundaries. Okay. Boundaries are imperative. At the top, it says, I am titled to say no. Simple as that. Okay. Say no to anything that does not feel right, anything that remotely, again, if you are sensing that this is what is basically what is going on, which is crazy, we're talking about this today, but it needs, if this is the energy that's coming out, then that's what we're going to read. But if you do feel like this is basically what is happening, then you're allowed to make your own decisions as to how you want to proceed moving forward, because clearly this is, if this isn't already energy that has basically dispersed and passed by, and you're just basically having a realization of things coming full circle as to how you really felt about the whole scenario. And again, this could be somebody's mama. going through this. I mean, it's Mother's Day. I just wasn't expecting this. Honestly, I was not expecting this. But your intuition, but most importantly, your intuition is never going to lie to you, okay? So always listen to what your intuition has to say, most importantly. That is one of the biggest things that I always practice and am basically promoting for on my channel, where it's like, look, it don't matter what these cards say. It don't matter what I'm saying. Another reader. It don't really matter. At the end of the day, your intuitive nudge is always going to like give you an inkling that something is off, and you have to be able to be mindful enough to really not only adhere to it, but really listen and trust yourself enough or whatever to follow your intuition. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just get a little bit of what the other person could be potentially feeling. And I gotta hurry up, y'all, because my phone about to die. My phone is about to die. Okay. Hi, hello. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate y'all. Okay, so off the bat, when it comes to this energy as a whole, we got a few things that they want to say. First and foremost, it says, I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Okay, they're doing a lot of different things or whatever to try to keep themselves, trying to keep you out of their mind. Okay, do with that what you will. But at the end of the day, I feel like you even know that intuitively. And then it says, I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. Now that's tough. That is really tough. Like, what is going on here? Okay, because this twin flame is getting out of hand. Seriously. Oh, but overall with this energy or whatever, it's really just if it hasn't already been released, it's in a releasing phase, which is the reason why you having the full moon moment. Okay, simple as that. You came to a realization. You realized that basically this wasn't it, regardless of what they talking about, how they're feeling, and you made the play. You made the decision from, most importantly, a choice of love. Okay, you chose. And it was simply just you choosing to love yourself over the bullshit. Simple as that. Loving yourself over the bullshit or whatever, and really just following your intuition and really listening to yourself. And I love that for whoever this is, because this is crazy. Okay, simple. Let's go ahead and see what else they might have had going on, and then we gonna get up out of here. Let y'all go ahead and be with y'all mamas. Okay, whether if they transitioned or not. Okay, simple. Let's see what else. And they really thought that they was going to be able to pull this off or whatever, but you can see straight through them. Okay, you can see straight through them. Simple as that. You can see, and your intuition, the good part is at least your intuition was definitely telling you like this person just ain't it or whatever. Maybe they tried to gaslight you in the beginning or give you a certain facade, and you assumed like, oh, you try to give people chances or whatever, give them benefit of the doubt, but that's not the case or whatever. You really, and the fact that I like the best is not only did you use your intuition, but once you chose you did it from a very loving space. Okay, because they ready to just put you through it. Okay, they ready to try to put you through different triggers, lessons, and karmic cycles that honestly you've already been through this energy as a whole. And that's the reason why you had in the very beginning, where to go, where to go, that's the reason why this came out. You already had learned your lesson with the teacher card. Where to go, you had already learned your lesson. Okay, you already learned this lesson maybe even one time before, which is the reason why maybe it was easier for you to even let go this time, because you had already went through this one time before. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. And I know it's always easier said than done. A lot of different times or whatever, when we're in energy like this or whatever, we can tend to be a little bit mentally confused too or whatever, because you want to sit there and psychologically sometimes psych your brain out or whatever. Like, nah, that's not what they doing. Like, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Woo. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Because this is what it really is. Short, sweet, to the point. This is what is really going on. That's what it really is. Unfortunately, don't like that for you, but that's basically what's going on. Okay, before we get out of here, let's pull a sentiment, if you will. And I appreciate y'all for coming to my third live. I'm so ecstatic, y'all. Can you answer? Who is this? Hi, I have a question. This the self. I'm doing just the current energy right now as a whole for the collective for people that come on here. But if you would like for me to answer any questions or do an actual reading, a word that sounds wrong. I don't know what that is. Will my ex text me on my birthday? You know what? I will start incorporating questions. I will not do it as of today. But if you would like to do a personal reading about your energy, you definitely can reach out. I have a text number on the description. At least it should be there. If not, it's 1-888-350-473744. I thought I had put it on there. I apologize if it's not. But that's where you guys can be able to text me and reach out to me so that I can do a read for you. And just check out the website. I do have a lot of current availability for the month of May, at least for this week coming up. So take advantage. Take advantage. But as of right now, I don't want to veer off from what's going on. Bear with me, okay? I appreciate it though. So, as of right now, one of the energies is to not take anything personally and to transform your life, okay? Not even taking the twin flame karmic tie. You've already learned this lesson and you're not going back. Simple as that, okay? Okay, what is the number? Yes, it's 1-888. Is there a way to pin this? 1-888 350 3744. I thought for sure. How do I'm still very new, guys, so bear with me. What is this? If not, go to the description of any of my other videos. You'll definitely be able to see the number on there as well. So sorry. I'm still working through the kinks. So, because you're leaving for Turkey. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, just reach out to me, babes. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it says manifest your true intentions, okay? And if anybody is familiar with these, they are from the 4 agreements. But the first card it says, when you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, or even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. I hope y'all can see that over my Ring camera. Yes, baby, you're welcome. Just text me. I will respond. That's why I created that. Let me see. Where are we? Yeah, so you're going through a transition phase or whatever, just like anybody else or whatever. And sometimes when you're going through that little bit of phase, you have a little bit of a cloudiness portion where you're just like, okay,